Well, this might surprise some of you coming out of my mouth, especially since I'm not a big fan of the previous administration. I did vote for Donald Trump. It's not like we had a lot of choice. I was not a fan of open borders. I'm still not a fan of open borders. But let me tell you this, um, fuck the government. And you don't treat people like fucking animals that were invited here. Y'all need to remember and understand that a lot of these immigrants bought a bad bill of sale. And there, yes, there is a tremendous criminal element that they intentionally brought here, especially from the prisons of foreign countries, and they emptied the prisons with their worst customers. But that's not everyone that's here that doesn't have a citizenship. And the same people that, again, have provided service to this country in one way or another, may have been here a while, and they're not legal. You know, it, I'm not excusing that they're here, but they were invited here. And in many cases, they were literally invited and brought here. Don't forget that the United States federal government handed out plane tickets, handed out, money cards. And I mean, what would you do when you're living in a third world country with no food, no prosperity, no chance of prosperity? You're probably going to take the chance when the United States government shows up and hands out. This is all their fault. This is not the immigrants' fault that they're here. This is Joe Biden's fault. This is Kamala Harris's fault. This is the previous administration's fault that they're here. It's not necessarily the fault of the immigrants. They were told they could come here. They were handed paperwork to come here. They were brought here. So what's going on out in Los Angeles is a tremendous U.S. government overreach, and this is insane. I mean, it's snatching people off the street and herding them like cattle across the border. They ain't even take time to do their due diligence to make sure they're even illegals. They have no fucking clue. And you might have American citizens being kidnapped as usual by law enforcement in the United States. And instead of putting in a cage like they do before you're even trial or found guilty, in this case, they're deporting people. And they're damn well are probably Americans wrapped up in this as well. And since when does the federal government have the right to call out a national guard? There's a process in place that forbids active military from policing on U.S. border or U.S. soil unless we're being invaded. The National Guards are under the orders of the government or the state government, not the federal government. So since when is Trump authorized? Look, I voted for Trump. I'm going to tell you that right now. And again, there wasn't a choice, in my opinion, at all. This guy's fucking it up big time, man. This guy, he is out. I'm sorry. Hey, look, facts are facts. This motherfucker's out of control. He is out of control. And the saddest part is when you have to admit, even though the left's are, off their rocker, in my opinion, for wanting to, any more Biden years, it would totally. Do you guys get it yet? Do any of you fucking get it that they're not on our side? Either side is not on our side. They're not for us. Any good you may get from any action taken by a president or even Congress, for that matter, would be superficial. In other words, they don't give a fuck about you or me. They're working on their agenda. If you happen to trickle down some good effects on the American people, so be it. It's a price they have to pay. But this is wrong. And this is literally bolstering the left's side of opinion that he's a fucking dictator, because that's exactly what he's doing. This boy's overstepped his bound. And I'm going to tell you something else. We've been here, 6 months more? Wait, not a fucking thing has gotten better. Nothing. And it's wrong. I don't give a fuck what side you're on. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. I'm going to tell you right now, that's just fucking wrong. These people aren't criminals. They've been over here. They're looking for a better. They were invited here. They were fucking brought here. It's the government's fault. So the government, has to fix it. You got humanitarian. You don't just snatch fucking people off streets and slam them into fucking cruisers and shit. And let me tell you something else. They got the balls that you don't. This is why we're in this fucking position right now as American citizens, because y'all ain't got the fucking balls to stand up like those rioters are out there. People protest. Get some balls, get off your fucking ass and stand up for your fucking rights. These people are standing up for what they think are their rights, and they got more balls than most of you fucking Americans in a heartbeat. This is why they run us into the fucking ground, steal all of our fucking money, and tell us what to do when we elect them, because you ain't got the fucking balls to stand up like these guys do. And that's a fucking crying shame. Keep it fucking real.